Hello, guys. Come on in. I should say, hello, ladies. Come on in. Grab your oils, start putting them on. We're talking all about the oils in the premium starter kit tonight. So what is your favorite oil out of the premium starter kit? You can put that in the chat. I was using Valor right before the call just because it helps with courage and confidence and bravery and anxious thoughts. And we'll touch on that tonight, but it's one of my favorite oils that I come back to over and over and over in the kit because of emotions. So welcome, welcome. How are you all tonight? Go ahead and tell me what oils you're using tonight. I was using Clarity too. That's always my favorite on a Monday night call. So welcome to August, the first Monday in August. And we're going to be talking about 90 days with 12 powerful, amazing oils. Okay, Chris says she loves Valor too and Stress Away. Yes, I have that one here too as well. I have my Ningxia as well. What other oils are you guys loving? It doesn't have to be inside the kit. What other oils, even if you're using oils outside the kit, that's fine too, because we all have fallen in love, right? All right. Valor, Stress Away, and Joy. Yes, Amanda, that one was in the kit when we first got started, right? So maybe you had that oil in your kit when you got started. I know I joined 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago, and Joy was part of that kit. And I did not like that oil. I despised it, but now I absolutely love it because I have found so many ways to use it. And I rub it over my heart just to add some joy to my life. Well, or just invoke the feelings of joy. Valor every day. Y'all love Valor. Okay, Panaway and Copaiba. Yeah, Janine, Copaiba. Copaiba was actually, it wasn't in the kit when I got started, but they've changed the kit a few times. They've added some oils depending on the growing season, and it doesn't happen often. But sometimes they switch out some oils, and Copaiba was a part of the kit at one point, and it is a powerful oil, Copaiba. Valor, Peace and Calming. Orange oil is also amazing, Janelle. And yes, you can get orange in the Citrus Fresh, but still orange by itself is just so good. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with y'all. So I'm going to run you through a PowerPoint tonight that you can share with your team. I'll put it on, you can share with your people, with your friends, with your family. I'll put this on my YouTube channel and I'll share it tomorrow. I'll put it in the event. All right, let me find it. Okay, there we go. Sometimes this overwhelms me, but we're gonna get it done. Okay, 90 days, 12 oils. I say 90 days because last Monday night we had a planning meeting for August. And Denise Natalie, I think you're on here, you had suggested, let's do like 90 days with the oils kit. And I was like, yes, this is great. Now, 90 days, if you're going to commit to oils, to essential oils, and to change out some of the things in your life as far as like cleaners, over the counters, if you're looking for healthier options, better alternatives, 1 or 2 oils, if you just order from Young Living, that's great. And that's one step. But to make that one big leap, the starter kit is the ultimate best option because you have an arsenal of oils on your shelf that you're going to swap out cleaners. You can swap out, you know, the OTCs, the over-the-counters for a more natural alternative first. If you need to, you know, there's always the OTCs to go back to, but these are the first resort, and this is the first resort for our family. Emotional wellness too. When you need just some calming and some grounding, what do you do in those, you know, in those times? And you will have an arsenal of oils with just 12, and you only need 12. I don't know where I got this. It was some kind of Disney movie, maybe. I don't know. It just keeps replaying in my head. You only need 12 if they're the right 12. Oh no, that's what it was. It was Little Women. You only need one if it's the right one. I think it was Amy, maybe talking to Meg. I don't know, but it just kept replaying. I'm like, you only need 12 if they're the right 12. So let's dive into the power and versatility of the premium starter kit from Young Living. And prior to Young Living, I had used other oils, just health food store oils. I was just really intrigued with them at the young age of like 16. And I was using just the health food store brand on my babies. And my youngest, she just really had a hard time sleeping. I mean, she was a baby, but she was definitely, I could tell a difference. She was my third, but she was really more fussy. And she was a C-section baby. But her formation of her gut and everything just seemed a little off. And I don't know. For me, I was like, there's something not right here. So I would give her lavender baths with just, the Now brand. And then my friend gave me Young Living's lavender. And I was like, what is this? This is completely different. And prior to that, I was actually looking because I was following other bloggers and, the whole social media influence. And I was going to go with another company, the other one. And, because I was following a blogger that I absolutely love and adore, and I still do, and I follow her because she's a homesteader and she does great things. But when I started diving in, and my friend told me, no, Young Living was the first, Gary Young brought the oils over from France, or the plants, the lavender plants. He studied abroad. He studied French aromatherapy, and they use their oils for therapeutic purposes. That means they're using them for body healing and support. And British and German models, they use them more for aromatherapy and, massage oils. So they're heavily diluted, and you don't know, like there's the quality control there it's not there. And that's what we had in the US before Gary started researching for his own personal needs. And so he did all the research. He studied them. He brought quality therapeutic grade essential oils to the United States prior to 1994. Young Living was established in 1994. And so he was like the forerunner in all of this. And so when I started to do my research, I was like, yes, this aligns with me. His focus was build the farms first. Whereas, as oils became more popular, it was the marketing, getting it out there, selling them. And you see that today. You see oils everywhere. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at your local drugstore. You can buy them at a lot of network marketing companies now they have a whole line of essential oils, but you don't know where they come from. And so Gary Young was the forerunner in therapeutic grade oils. And I talk heavily on this because this is really important. You only need 12 if they're the right 12. And so I want you to put in the comments, and we can go back to this at the end. But when did you get your oils? Did you start with the premium starter kit? Because Young Living has just recently changed this, that you don't have to start with a premium starter kit of oils, the 12 oil kit with the diffuser. You don't have to start with that anymore, which I do love, because some people might just want a bottle of Thieves, right? Or a lavender. But if you really want to deep dive into this, this field of switching and ditching and really make it a lifestyle, the premium starter kit is the way to go. It is the best deal too. And it gives you a whole arsenal of oils to just to explore, experiment with. And I'll tell you, it's so fun, exhilarating, but it's also like, oh my gosh, what do I do with these powerful oils? Even after, like, I was 16 using oils, and then when was Sawyer born? And how old was I? Oh my word, maybe like 30? No, I was 32. And I'm like, what do I do with these? Oh my word, am I going to harm my baby? Even though I was using all these like synthetic oils off the shelf, but it's exhilarating, it's empowering. But so when did you get started? We started our journey. It'll be 8 years in October, because of just some needs that my dog, she's quite emotional. I need to use some oils on her. Sorry. She is 10, and she is old dog where she just does what she wants. So you know, like, oh my word, like just people in their older ages, they'll do and say what they want. Like I have a dog like that. Yes. So what was your favorite oil from the kit when you started? And what was the one that kind of was like, what the heck do I do with this one? So put that in the comments and we'll come back to it. Okay. So let's talk about body burden. I'm going to close my other door that she opened. Okay, so body burden. Why is it important to start really thinking about this? Just take a look at this graphic here. We are surrounded by chemicals, and chemicals can be a good thing. I mean, there's chemical concoctions that are okay. I mean, there's chemical. The word chemical is broad. Let's talk toxins. There's this toxin burden, right? From the pollutants in our air, in our water, in our food, in our soil, and in the products that we're putting on our skin and the products that we're ingesting too, like the OTCs and the pharmaceuticals. So we are getting hit in so many ways, and just look at where these things are. They're residing in our body. Our liver cannot keep up. And this woman has a fetus growing inside of her. She has a baby, and I'm a fetus, a baby. And so all of that is passed through the umbilical cord. They said that it was not able to, like all these chemicals are not able to pass through the umbilical cord, but now new studies are showing that yes, it is. And when they test all the chemicals in an umbilical cord, every single one shows up. So that's only the ones that they're testing. And it's mostly through inhalation, skin, because skin is our biggest organ, and ingesting. So ingesting water, contaminated water, skin contact. Where are you going, puppy dog? I'm gonna put her outside. So sorry, guys. I have to, my kids are, they know, but my dog, it's so hard to communicate with the dog. So ingestion, right? Skin contact, inhalation, right? And these are the exact same things that we do with our oils, right? We put them on our skin, we inhale them, we ingest them. So it's not so much about, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's a better way to clean, support our body, and clean and calm our emotions and breathe healthy air in our home. Our home can contain so many toxins, mold, what we're diffusing, the candles we're using, not diffusing, putting in like the plugins and the sprays and the cleaners, that it could be super toxic. And so our liver just can't keep up. And so we're going to replace with life. We're not going to ditch and get rid of all the toxins, because that's what we're trained to do, right? Get rid of the toxins. And then you have all these chemical or these green cleaners on the market, and they do this greenwashing where it makes it look like they are, they're better, or there's better, OTCs. But it's just a marketing ploy, really. And so I go back to creation. I go back to what God has created for us. He created all the plants on the earth, right? And he created them for our good. And so we can use them. And when you look back at in biblical times and you read through the Bible, they're using oils in biblical times for cleansing, for healing, for cleaning the altar. They're using them for, prayer time. And so we can use them the same way. This is what God has created. So I go back to creation. So it's not so much about ditching toxins, which is good. You want to do that, but we want to replace it with life-giving molecules. And so Young Living oils are, the plants are picked at just the right time. They're harvested at just the right time. They go out in the field and they test them with a Brix. I think it's called a Brix. And they test the molecules to see if they're at the right peak, to make sure that those molecules are going to resonate with you and the human body. And then they distill them at the exact temperature and pressure that the plant needs to be distilled at. Okay, every plant has to be distilled at a different pressure and temperature and a time. And so that is the difference between Young Living. And they only take their plants through one time. Like I've been to the farms and I've seen this, and it's amazing and it smells incredible. Where other companies, whether, you know, even the competing ones, they take their plants through multiple times. And what that does is it breaks down the plant protein, and that's where it can actually, our body is like, whoa, this isn't good. That's where the allergic reaction could come in, and where people say, I'm allergic to cedar wood or I'm allergic to lemon balm. But when you only take a plant through one time, and you distill the oils, it's the cream of the crop. If you've ever gotten raw milk and you see that cream rise to the top, that's exactly what you see in those distilleries when you tour them. It is the cream of the crop, and that is exactly what you get. You don't get those plants going through again and again and again and get the lesser of. My husband, we have an espresso maker, and I'm like, how do you do this? He takes the espresso, he takes the coffee through like 3 times. Like, how do you do that? Like, you get watered down coffee. It's gross. Like, I take it through one time and I get espresso, and it's strong and it's dark. He keeps taking it through. Like, I don't know, waters it down. It doesn't make it as good. And so you want oils that are going to resonate with the human body that still have frequency. And this is important. So this is what we're going to talk about tonight. So how can you do this? So 90 days, technically there is like 85 to 90 drops in each 5 ml bottle. So that's why I say, okay, 90 days. So if you use 1 drop of oil every single day, okay? Now, maybe you're going to use more thieves, maybe you use more lemon, but technically 90 days with your kit, you're going to become familiar with it. You're going to get rid of the toxins in your body. You're going to feel a release in that body burden. I have a friend, she was a friend from high school, and she's okay with me sharing this, but she said, so I've been using oils, and she's joined 2 years after me. And she's like, I don't know, but I'm not like feeling like my lumpy breasts anymore. I always had lumpy fibrocystic breasts. Could it be the oils? And I said, well, probably. You're switching out all your like hand soaps and your cleaners, and, you know, you're diffusing instead of using candles. I'm like, absolutely. She's like, it's the only thing that I've changed. So you're going to feel it. It's not going to be immediate, but that's why I say 90 days. Give yourself a good 90 days with this. Commit. Okay. So cleaning and diffusing. Thieves, lemon, and citrus fresh are great for cleaning, and you're going to see them repeated for other things. So the versatility of these oils is incredible. And if you've been using them, you know, like these are the oils we come back to over and over and over again. These are the oils that I still order on my monthly order, like, you know, monthly or every other month, or, you know, they are my go-tos. They're my regulars because our family loves them. So hand soap, you can make hand soap with thieves, lemon, citrus fresh. You can get rid of sticky residue or grease with lemon. I just had a new member saying the thieves cleaner, when I clean my stove, it just kind of moves the grease around. I was like, add a drop of lemon. Lemon cuts grease. And then use your thieves cleaner. Diffuse lemon and citrus fresh for emotions and immune support. So diffusing them. So you're also getting the immune support, but you're also getting the emotional support. Lemon and citrus fresh are like sunshine on a cloudy day if you're feeling kind of blue. And then tub scrub. You can add thieves and lemon to some baking soda, and you can scrub your tub. I have a recipe for tub scrub and hand soap. I have a whole like PDF in our group. So respiratory wellness. Raven, when I got started, it was RC. And that was one that I stockpiled for my daughter. She had a lot of respiratory issues. But I also purchased Raven when I learned the benefits of it. And so Raven helps you breathe easy. So you can add a drop of, like lemon helps with stickiness on surfaces. It helps with stickiness and mucus, and helps clean off receptor sites. So think stickiness on the outside, like in our home, but also stickiness and lymph congestion in our body. Add a drop of each of these into Epsom salts and soak in them. If you're feeling a little respiratory, you know, ailment coming down, peppermint opens up the airways as well. You can add a drop to some warm water and just kind of make a tent and breathe it in if you feel that coming on. You can make a homemade chest rub with just like a drop of each and like a tablespoon of coconut oil and rub it on your chest. You can double, triple that if you want to and make a whole container of it too. But normally you just need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Again, adding it to the diffuser by your bedside before you go to bed if you're feeling congested. Lemon over your lymph nodes and your throat at the first sign of sickness. And that's, you feel it behind your ears and your throat. So put lemon over your throat, behind your lymph nodes. Again, it helps with the stickiness, the congestion, helps move things and just massage. But lemon is an oil that it's a citrus oil. So don't go out in the sunshine. My kids all have like summertime colds. So we use this, but we use it at nighttime because we're out in the sunshine. So it's photosensitive. So you'll burn your skin if you go out in the sun with the citrus oil. So just had to say that. And then add to a nasal inhaler. You can get these on Amazon. Oops. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them in like a 12 pack. It's just kind of like a Vicks nasal inhaler, but they're empty and you can add the oils you want to. And you can carry it in your pocket. I love these for traveling because anytime I'm on a plane or in a hotel room, everything's kind of stuffy. And so I'll make a nasal inhaler and I'll carry it with me and I just breathe it in, right? With this combination. Anytime you have questions, just put them in the comment. I'll go back through here. Immune support. And these are just so many ideas, right? That you can use with the oils. Again, we're seeing thieves again, lemon again, and then you get some goodies in that kit as well. So you get Ningxia Red samples, which is something we drink every single day for immune support and energy, for stable blood sugars and oxygenating our cells. It is so, so good. So thieves, add thieves and lemon to honey. Take it as a cough syrup. We had, when our girls were little and we just got our kit, my husband would give the girls our raw honey. And I was like, I'm going to jack this up and I'm going to add some thieves. I have thieves and I think you can add that to honey. You can take it internally. And I have lemon and what else did I add? Peppermint. I added peppermint to it. So I have something called jacked up honey. If you're familiar, you know. And I was like, we're going to jack this up. And I would give them that for a cough syrup and it would help suppress their cough. And then we would add it to tea. So you could take it straight or you can add it to warm tea. I like to add thieves and lemon to my elderberry syrup when I make it. Diffuse thieves and lemon to purify the air and to kill those germs. So starting in like September, when we start back to co-op and we're around more people and the temperatures change, we start diffusing thieves from like, September until like April, because you think you're out of the clear with those germs come like March. No, they like to creep in, right? We drink Ningxia Red daily and then we double up. So my girls do have like some summertime colds. And I tell you, my Hannah drank an entire bottle of Ningxia Red in like 1.5 days. And I was like cringing. I was like, oh my gosh, she's drinking more. But then I was like, she knows what she needs. She knows what her body needs. And she was going for it instead of asking me, Mom, or telling me, Mom, I don't feel good. She was just going for it. And I was like, okay. And she got over it so fast, so fast. Or the other girls, we did some other different things. My oldest is a little more hesitant. She'll just tough it out. And I'm just like, just drink the Ningxia, like take the supplements. And she just would rather blow her nose and feel crappy. And I'm like, okay, that's your choice. That's a 13-year-old, right? The Thieves spray that comes in your kit, I order that regularly. I actually start ordering that now. It comes in a 3-pack. I order that on my monthly order and I stash it. I've tried to make this on my own, but there is nothing, I don't know. I just can't get the recipe right. It is so powerful. I spray it on my phone, like not directly, but anything I come in contact with. Handles, like when I'm traveling, handles, to reach for a handle. My steering wheel, if I come out of a place and my hands are dirty, I'll spray my hands. Toilet seats, shopping carts. And anytime I have a sore throat, I'll spray the back of my throat with it too. So I'll use it as like a throat spray. Doesn't say to do that, but I do it. And then the hand sanitizer. I actually prefer the Thieves spray. I feel like that's more all purpose, but we have both. My girls will use the hand sanitizer like on their backpacks at co-op. And yeah, so we have both, but I love the spray. So I'll use that for disinfecting, but then I use it on my throat when I feel like I have a sore throat. Muscle tension. All right, so Panaway, lavender, and peppermint. Again, we're seeing the peppermint repeating again and again and again. So Panaway is a blend, and it is clove, it's helichrysum, it's wintergreen. So it smells like root beer, and it smells like, it just smells like kind of the muscle rubs that you get at the store, right? But it is powerful. And so you can mix this with coconut oil and apply to, large muscles. If you were just apply this neat, you can do that, but it's best when it's diluted because you're using this for like large muscles on your body or your back, sciatic nerve, or you can add all three of these to a roller bottle for head tension. So you can rub it on your temples then, and you can roll it on the back of your neck. If you have like a stress headache, Panaway, I will also dilute with some coconut oil if I have some cramping, like just from my menstrual cycle, which I don't have much anymore because I've really just taken care of my hormones by getting rid of all these chemicals. But there's just times, due to diet or stress or, sometimes I have cramps. So I will use Panaway on my back and my lower abdomen. Let me check my time here. Okay. We need to keep hustling through here. So the big and the little emotions. So all these oils and actually all of these oils, any oil is going to support your emotions because when you're inhaling something, it immediately goes to your limbic system, and the limbic system of your brain is what holds emotions. And so you may resonate really well with, for me, I resonate with Panaway as like a comforting, calming smell for my emotions, even though it's a muscle supporting oil. It's the strangest thing. Like I love that oil for emotions. Not all the time, it ebbs and flows. But you may really resonate with an oil that's not really even an emotional oil, but you love it. You may be disgusted by an oil because it may bring up bad memories. So find what works for you. But out of the kit, peace and calming, valor, stress away, and I'm even going to say lemon and lavender are really great for emotions. And so you can apply these, you can apply them, you can diffuse them, you can do the aromatic breath with it, which is just putting an oil in your palm of your hand, going in a clockwise motion, because that's the way our DNA, spins, and then breathing it in for 5, holding for 5, and then exhaling for 5, and doing that 3 times just to ground yourself. I know when my youngest was little, like she had digestive issues, respiratory issues, and then she is a spitfire, and like we're going to use that for good. She would have some temper tantrums, and I would just take peace and calming and I would rub it all over myself, and then I would give her a big hug. And so the touch, the smell would just, she fought it for like the first 5 seconds, and then she would melt. And then I would also find the oils that she loved. Like she loves joy oil. That is one of her favorites. And so I would find other oils that I had in my arsenal, that she loved, and I would just use that. You can, again, here's the nasal inhaler. If you have children in school, or if you find that you're more emotional, if you're driving and you get a panic attack and you're like, I need my oils, you can add your favorite oils to an inhaler, those nasal inhalers, and pull it out of your pocket, purse, breathe it in, send it to school with your child. Just allow them to breathe it in. Bumps, stings, bruises. Let's talk about the skin. So again, we see lavender here, we see Panaway here. A new one is frankincense. So these oils are so versatile. So lavender not only supports the skin, but it also supports the emotions. So when your little one falls down, or if you burn your hand when you're baking, you're applying lavender, but you're also smelling it. So it's supporting the skin and it's also calming your limbic system. It's calming you down. So you can apply it right to the skin. Frankincense and lavender are great skin supporting oils. Great for emotions as well. Panaway. And I don't know. Oh my word. I feel like my kids stub their toes. They pinch their fingers indoors in sliding van doors. And I just grab the Panaway and I put it right on a stub toe, right on a finger, and it just helps take that pain away. If you have a bee sting, apply lavender right to it. There are other oils that help with bee stings, but if you just have your kit, use lavender. You can grab mud from the earth or like mix it with water, or if you have bentonite clay, mix it with a little water, put a little lavender in there and make like a paste and put it on. That helps as well. And then frankincense, you can add that daily to like a moisturizer, not an over-the-counter because it's going to drive in those chemicals, but maybe some coconut oil, jojoba oil, and make your own moisturizer. Make your own face soap and add some lavender and frankincense to it. So many ways you can ditch and switch. Now let's talk about supporting the gut. So again, we're seeing lavender, we're seeing peppermint. A new guy in town is Digize. Digize is one I was like, I don't like this one. Maybe some of you are like, this is gross, it stinks. But it is a powerhouse when it comes to digestion. So like I said, my baby, my youngest, had a lot of digestive issues and she still says, my belly hurts. At nighttime, she gets a bellyache. And so I give her some enzymes and we roll Digize on her belly to help her belly at nighttime just to calm. So you can make a roller. So anywhere it hurts, put your oils. Don't put them in your eyes. Don't put them in your ears. But you can put Digize right over your belly. Now these say, all the white ones say vitality. That means you can take them internally in honey, in a capsule, a drop under your tongue, sublingually. When you take anything sublingually, even OTCs or medications, it gets in your bloodstream at rapid rate. Now, Digize doesn't taste that well, but I know a lot of people that will put Digize under their tongue to help with indigestion and stomach issues in an instant. It's the same, the vitality is the same as the large 15 ml solid label. It's just that FDA says you have to label them differently so you know which ones to take internally and which ones to use topically and aromatically. They're the exact same. So when I order lemon, I order a big bottle because we go through it fast. When I order Digize, big bottle. Peppermint, big bottle, because it's like buying in bulk. And you can use them in the diffuser, you can use them topically, internally, all the things. You can add all three to a vegetable capsule, which you can get on Amazon or the health food store. Add them like a drop each, and then with some coconut oil or some olive oil, and you can take them daily for GI support. Some people have a lot of digestive issues that they have to have a lot of support with, and so they'll take them internally every day. If you struggle with constipation, bloating, loose stools, any of the combination that I said above, or indigestion, you can take it internally in like some water, drink it under the tongue, in a capsule, roller bottle. You could do all of them if you wanted to. And I know this has supported so many people. And I know Digize has really supported my daughter. Peppermint is really good for nauseousness. And some people like to put peppermint, even though peppermint's in Digize, they'll put peppermint over top of Digize just to help with the smell. And peppermint is a driving oil. That means that it's just going to help drive that, you know, it's like a second layer. It's going to drive the other one in even faster and deeper. And then lemon oil, again, remember the gunk, right? It just helps the lymph move. It helps everything move. And so if you have an infant that is struggling with constipation, start with lemon first and rub lemon over their little belly before you do Digize. A lemon a lot of times will help with constipation. But then again, we also have kid sense oils called Tummygize, and that works well too. But we're talking about this kit. Okay, so now let's have some fun. So yes, you can use all these oils, the vitality oils in the kitchen. I don't have any, I have vanilla extract. Those are the only extracts I have. I flavor all of my marinades, my baked goods. I make homemade dressings, my hot cocoa, all with essential oils. It is so fun. So fun. So lemon, citrus fresh, and peppermint will get you started, but there are some other fun vitality oils that you can do some crazy, amazing things with in your kitchen. But lemon, we will add that to like any, any baked good. Citrus fresh, same thing, any baked good like macarons or like a lemon cake. Peppermint, you can put in your hot cocoa. Some people put it in their coffee, but with peppermint, here's the toothpick trick. So some of these are really potent. Peppermint, if you just put it right in a drink, it's going to be potent. But if you bake it, you can use I make peppermint brownies, and I'll put like 6 drops in the peppermint in the brownie mix, and it'll kind of bake out. So you're not going to get the therapeutic benefits, but you're going to get the flavor of it. So you don't have to have your kitchen stocked with all these extracts and then have all the, oils on top of that. You can use all the things. We also use peppermint in ice cream. We'll make peppermint chocolate chip. What is it? Chocolate mint chip. My girls love that. I don't love chocolate mint ice cream, but they do. And so we make a homemade version. And I think we had like 6 drops of peppermint, and we're not baking it out, but it's just the perfect amount. But 1 drop of peppermint in a cup of hot cocoa is a lot. So if you dip a toothpick in your peppermint oil, let it sit for a little bit, and then swirl it around in your hot cocoa, just let it sit there. It's going to absorb into the hot cocoa or in your coffee. So same thing. You can even use thieves in your coffee as well. Some people do that, and they'll just kind of do the toothpick trick. Some people like it really strong, and they'll do a whole drop. Okay, so sleep support. So here's a little recipe for you. Valor, frankincense, and lavender. You can make like a sweet dreams pillow spray, linen spray for yourself or for babies. Or if you have like, a friend that's having a baby, you can make this for them too. So 4 ounces, like a 4-ounce glass bottle, 10 drops of lavender, valor, and frankincense, a tablespoon of witch hazel, which that combines the oils and the water, and then top it off with distilled water, distilled because it doesn't have the minerals, which makes it kind of get funky, as it sits. And then you spray your linens and pillows before bed, or even like your pajamas, and then you can fall into a nice deep sleep, which this goes well with next week. Maybe I'll post this again. Next week, we're talking about just getting back into the routine of things, back into the rhythm of school, of, shorter days, the sun is setting earlier, and getting back into that, I don't want to say it, but it is true, the fall rhythm, right? And so we're going to focus on that next week. And how to make a roller bottle. People ask me this all the time. Look at the back of your oil bottle. Sometimes you have to lift up the flap. So I'm looking at Valor. It says apply 2 to 4 drops directly to the desired area. So that would be neat. You can put this right on your skin. It doesn't have to be diluted. But for those that have more sensitive skin, or if you want to make a combination, or if you want to just stretch your oil a little bit more, you can do a 1-to-1 ratio, which is half of a roller bottle with essential oil, and then, sorry, typo, and then half the bottle with a carrier oil. So I like coconut oil, just an organic coconut oil from Amazon. If you look at Panaway, you roll that label back, it says 1-to-4 ratio because it's a menthol. It's more of it's not stinging, it's not hot, but it's a really cooling sensation on your skin. So that would be a 1-to-4 ratio. So a quarter of the bottle with the essential oil. So peppermint is also the same way. Peppermint is also a menthol oil. Thieves is a spicy hot oil. So that's a 1-to-4 ratio as well. And so a quarter of the way with essential oil and the rest of the bottle with a carrier oil. For smaller children and beginning oilers, go low and slow. So you may want to do just the 1-to-4 ratio with all the oils just to see how your body responds to it. And I always say, don't start with a big 5 ml bottle if you're going to make a roller bottle. Start with a little tiny 3 ml bottle, or I'm sorry, not a 10 ml. Start with a 3 ml or a 5 ml. There's smaller roller bottles. You can get them on Amazon, and you're not going to waste as much essential oil if you don't like the way that it's working for you, or you don't like the combination maybe that you made. So tools, labels, and containers. You'll need some roller bottles. All these things you can find on Amazon. Foaming hand soap dispensers. to start ditching and switching. You can even reuse some of your foaming hand soap dispensers from, maybe some of the the Target brands that you have. Spray bottles, you can reuse them as well. Perfume bottles, dropper bottles, some of the capsules, labels. You can use masking tape for labels. You could use a label maker, whatever you have. You don't have to get crazy, perfect, beautiful. And then education, that's really, really important. I always send like some kind of education when I have new members join. So that way, like recipes, we have an education group that you're plugged into. So choose where you start. There are many kinds of bundles. I think the premium starter bundle with the 12 oils is the best deal. It's $165 when you get it with the Desert Mist diffuser, which is a phenomenal diffuser. I love that one, but I also love the upgraded one, the Aria diffuser. It has a Bluetooth. It's beautiful. It plays, it plays music. It hooks up to music. And it's just a really beautiful one to have. Like I have mine in the kitchen because that's where we spend most of our time. And then if you are already a member, choose your monthly wellness box. You don't have to do this, but if you're going to commit, you're going to commit to 90 days. And then you're like, I need more lavender. I need more thieves. I need more things. And then I want to try supplements. I loved that Ningxia Red. How do I get more of this? You can earn 10% your first 3 months back by just, creating a monthly wellness box. It gets delivered to you. You choose what goes into it. You choose your supplements, you choose your cleaning products, the oils that you need. And then you can change that every single month and it gets shipped on the same day. If you need it sooner, you can, change that. After 4 months, you get 20% back in rewards that you can cash in, on free product. And then you always get loyalty gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. They're always like thank you gifts. So there's so many perks to, having a monthly wellness box that you don't get when you order just on Amazon or your health food store. So then the last thing is to connect to your community and then always stay in touch. So here's my information. If you have any questions about what we talked about tonight, but I'm going to look at the chats. I'm going to stop sharing here because we are going over. I said 30 minutes. Any questions, put them in the comments here, or you can reach out to me. Okay. So one of you hated lavender. I know, I never liked lavender either. Until I smelled Young Living's lavender. And I was like, this is like stepping into a pair of cozy sweatpants. Yeah, I love lavender now. Okay, let me see here. So many of you started with the premium starter kit. Yes, okay. I know, Angela, you love Kid Power. Kid Power, you're gonna find like when you're part of the wellness community and you are part of the loyalty rewards program and you have your monthly wellness box, it's like, oh, I'm going to try. So for me, I've been doing this almost 8 years and I'm like, there are so many oils I have never experienced. And so I try to add one new oil a month, or at least if there's an oil that is a more valuable oil, I'll save my points for it. If I've smelled it and I'm like, I love that and I want it, but I don't see how it's going to fit our budget. I'll save my points for it. Like I use that as like my mama splurge. So many of you started with your kits. That's so great. I actually got a few premium starter kits. When I ordered my Aria, I ordered it with the starter kit because it was the best deal, because it's like getting your oils for free, pretty much. 5 years ago, you started 5 to 6 years ago. Angela, you love Digis. The smell of it. Oh, I didn't say that. Digis, if you add a drop of Digis to your wash water, it helps neutralize odors and it also cuts grease too. So some people will add that to like a stain stick. Okay. Yes, Melody. I love frankincense too. I seriously, there is not one oil in here that I don't dislike in this premium starter kit. And it's one that I order over and over again. And they're the ones we go to over and over again. I actually keep this out on my office desk because it's one that, my kids will just come over and grab. Instead of, Mom, where's the lavender? Mom, where's the frankincense? Mom, where's the Panaway? Mom, where's the Digis? I'm like, it's in the kit. Like I always just keep this stocked. because they always ask where these oils are. And so they could be all around the house, but I keep this one just out here on my office desk. And it's always there, and the oils are always full, because then they know, like, this is where they go for the oils. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much. I know we went over a little bit, but if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me or the person that you invited you. We would love to help you, support you on this journey. And again, you can feel free to share this. I'm going to have this on my YouTube channel, and you can share this with anyone that, you know, is like, what's the difference between just ordering an oil or really investing in the kit? And then, like I said, you can choose a diffuser of your choice as well. And so having a diffuser replaces all those plugins, all the candles. I love candles, but, you know, we're breathing that in, and we want to replace it with life-giving molecules that are going to benefit our emotions and our immune support, our respiratory support, the respiratory system. So next week, we're going to talk about routines, getting back into the swing of things. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Have a beautiful evening. Good night.